What's going on, guys? I'm ExxotikGaming and welcome back to a brand new Pixel Gun 3D video. Today's video is extremely exciting because there is a brand new update for Android devices. This update is sort of like a late Valentine's Day update, but it also incorporates a cool Chinese theme, similar to an old update that came out in Pixel Gun World when it was still around. Now, I don't know about you guys, but I'm super hyped for this update. It seems like a good one. There are so many new features, like new guns, new maps, gadgets, pets, and more. So if you guys are hyped for this update, make sure to slam that like button down below, and let's get right into this review. Today's video will be an in-depth look at all of the awesome new features of this update. Starting off right with the main menu right here. When you first open up Pixel Gun 3D after you update, it will no longer say really soft, but rather say Pixel Gun 3D. It'll kind of burst towards you, and then it will start the loading screen. And now, as we can see, there is the whole Chinese theme in the background, and it looks very, very cool in my personal opinion. Next off, before we actually look at the new guns and such like that, Really Soft has completely changed how you verse enemy players. Beforehand, it was all based off of level, and say for the max level bracket, it was around level 26 to level 31. All of people between that level would go up against each other. Now, Really Soft has reworked it, where it's based more so off of trophies, and more so off of your skill sets. So instead of it being based off of your level, it is rather based off of how good you are at the game. So say you're like level 15 and you're an absolute god at the game, and you're beating people that are level 11 to level 15 so easily. Now, you're actually going to go up against people like maybe level 25 and have a much more formidable opponent. But say you're level 25 and you just suck at the game. You don't really play the game that much and you're not very good, you're very inaccurate, and you're always getting destroyed by people that are similar to your level. You're actually going to probably go up against people that are lower level than you and less experienced, and you're going to have a better gameplay experience in general. I think it's a great call. Good job, Really Soft, for doing that, because it is going to be a much better player experience for everybody out there who is playing this game. And now, well, the moment you guys have been waiting for, there are actually so many new guns in this game. I was shocked when I looked at this update how many new weapons were there. You can see right there in my inventory, I've already purchased all of them. It's just so many new guns, and it's absolutely awesome, and I can't wait to review them so soon in the next coming days. First off, we have the Last Kiss right. Actually, before I actually look at the weapons here, I do want to say that there are some weapons that you can finally get with coins, and that is great. I don't even remember how many updates it's been since the last coin purchasable weapon was added into Pixel Gun 3D. We've just had this long streak of only gem purchasable weapons, and I was telling Really Soft, I'm like, come on, you can't always have to have people pay real money for these things, okay? They earn all these coins in the game, and they need to be able to use them for something, so I had like 1,000 coins on my accounts, and I was able to use 400 of them to actually get 2 new really cool guns in this game, and yeah, it's awesome. So, starting off with the new weapons right here in the primary section, we have the Last Kiss. Now, the Last Kiss isn't necessarily a new gun. This weapon was first added in January or February of 2015 for Valentine's Day of 2015, but soon afterwards, like 6 months later or so, it was removed and nobody could actually get it. I got this weapon back in 2015, that's why I already have it, but it's finally added back in, so I would recommend getting this shotgun while you can, because it may be removed in the near future. And then we also have another primary new weapon, which is a gem bought gun that is called the Casanova. I absolutely love how this gun is designed. It looks very, very cool in my personal opinion, and I gotta tell you, I'm gonna be using this weapon a lot off camera, because it seems like it is one of the most powerful primary weapons right now in the primary section. I mean, it has a 24 efficiency, 100 firing rates. Look at that! That's 100 firing rate. That's a perfect firing rate. That's ridiculous. I mean, I haven't tested this weapon out yet, but that looks like it's an absolutely insane gun. For the backup section, we have this awesome new thing right here, the Love Spell. So they're just adding more and more new spells in, which is perfectly fine with me. I think we have a new spell with every single section aside from the melee section now, so that's cool. It's a charming weapon too, as you guys can see from its special ability, which I still don't know what it exactly does. I'm still kind of confused on that, but it's a special ability, so hey, it's pretty cool. And it's very powerful. That's one of the few ones I've tested out so far, and it seems like it's one of the more powerful backup weapons currently. currently. For the melee section, we have 2 new melee weapons, which is surprising because you don't normally see 2 new melee weapons in one single update. We have the Romeo and Juliet, these cool dual-wielded daggers, which just look absolutely insane, and they seem like they would be some of the more powerful melee weapons out there. They even poison the enemy, which kind of goes in hands with the Romeo and Juliet story. And we also have Nunchuks, which again go to that Chinese themed, or the whole you know, Lunar New Year or whatever theme in general. It isn't the Lunar New Year, but, you know, that was relatively recent. It was a couple of months ago. So, I mean, hey, it's really cool to have nunchucks in the game. I know a lot of people have been suggesting Releaseoft to add them in for a long time, and they finally did. For the special section, look at this weapon. It is ridiculous. We have the laser spear, which I don't know how powerful this thing is, but I mean, just look at it. It looks so unbelievably cool. It looks like something that would come out of a Marvel movie from some alien planet or something like that Thor goes to rescue some princess or something from that. I have no idea. It looks really cool, and it has to be some inspiring from some movie somewhere. I don't know what it is, but I have a feeling Releaseoft watched some movie at some point in time and saw this thing and was like, hey, we're going to add this into the game. It almost looks like a game that I played a long time ago, back in like 2005, 2006 on Miniclip. It was called Age of War, and in that, there was the futuristic points. It was a game where you could basically start off with cavemen and then evolve to Middle Ages and evolve to modern day and then the future. And people in the future had these ridiculous swords like this. This isn't a sword, but it's cool nonetheless. We don't have any new sniper weapons, and then we have this thing right here, the Double Dragon, which basically looks like a more powerful version of the Hydra. That's my best description. And the Hydra is pretty underpowered, as we know, but it has 3 heads. This is a double-headed dragon, obviously, as it's called, the Double Dragon. And yeah, that's it for the new weapons in Pixel Gun 3D. We don't have any new wear, and I don't believe there's really anything new for the League, but there is a new gadget that I purchased, and it's this, the Firecrackers, which is a series of dangerously explosive firecrackers that drop behind you. They have contact detonation, so say you're in the hallways of Silent School and somebody's chasing after you with a melee weapon, you just gotta drop a couple of firecrackers behind you, and well, that takes care of the problem, and looks pretty cool. And then we even have a new special pets, which are maybe even more than one. I'm not entirely sure, but as you can see down at the very bottom there's that thing. I don't know what it is. I'm really curious to see what it is in future videos that are going to be posted, but it looks like a really cool pet, and I'm really excited to try that thing out. I actually opened up a super incubator earlier, and what this pet basically is I'm not entirely sure you can get it from a super incubator. What I think you only can get that pet from is from tournaments. As you know, they recently added in tournaments with your league, so I think now what it basically is if somebody's maybe in like the top 5, top 3, maybe only the top 1 person in the tournament for that given week or month or so, then they can maybe actually unlock that pet, which is a pretty cool feature. I mean, that gives you more incentive to play this game more so and get into the top tournaments, because beforehand you only won little tiny prizes, but now you can win some pretty big prizes from being in the top leagues there. So yeah, I guess with that being said now though, guys, we have to jump into a brand new map. We have 2 brand new maps, but I'm only going to go into one for today's video because the other one is in Deadly Games, and I will be doing a Deadly Games episode very, very soon. Now, there's one big complaint I have with this update. I can't understand why Releaseoft did this, but if you look at the list of maps on Team Fight right here, and you look at the list of maps on Deathmatch, I don't know which ones were removed, but Releaseoft decided to remove the unpopular maps, as they called them. Now, Releaseoft, listen, I get that there are some maps that are more popular than others, but here's the thing. There are always going to be maps that are less popular than others in video games, and that doesn't mean you have to remove them. So I'm kind of mind-blown at that. I think one of them was 4 Seasons, which was only recently added in. I mean, look at that. Yeah, 4 Seasons was one of the ones that was removed, so that's just ridiculous. I don't understand why they did that. So Releaseoft has removed some of the unpopular maps, and that's very disappointing. So hopefully they're going to add them back in, although I doubt that's going to happen. So if you're an iOS user and you haven't updated your game yet, or if you're an Android user and you haven't updated your game yet, play while you can on those removed maps because they will be gone indefinitely in the near future. But for right now, we're going to go into flag capture or point capture, not entirely sure which one. I'm probably going to go into points capture just because you can get better gameplay in this game mode in general. And we're going to go into Emperor's Palace, which is the brand new map for points capture and flag capture. I think this is based off of the Imperial Palace in Beijing in China, but it's pretty freaking awesome to say the least. I'm really curious at testing these weapons out. I've never tested them out before, so let's go see what happens here. There seems to be an enemy right here at point B, so let's go take the enemy out. There's this guy right here. I'm not entirely sure how much damage one of these little shots of this backup weapon does. Looks like it's 1, 2 shots. Okay, that doesn't look like it's that half bad. So, okay, I'm really curious at that. And then there's this weapon right here. It definitely does not have a 100, okay, that's a little odd. It definitely doesn't have a 100 firing rate. Not entirely sure where Really Soft gets that from, but okay, that's interesting. And then we have this special weapon right here. Let's see if it's a one-shot headshots. No, it's not. Okay, not a one-shot headshot, so maybe not the absolute greatest special weapon in the world, but it still looks cool. It looks like a melee weapon that, for some reason, is in the special section. It's shooting out like a laser from its spear, so I mean, look at that thing. It just looks like an absolute... Oh my, it's really unique in that. Look at that. It's very unique. It's like a laser that kind of goes out in like a spray, almost. That's very unique. I like that a lot. The music is very, very new. Everything about this map is very cool. I really like this map a lot. I really wish they had this in Deathmatch, but then again, you can't always have maps in Deathmatch over and over again because, I mean, you have to have something new added into certain other game modes. I know a lot of people were complaining wanting to have new maps added into Deadly Games, so they finally did add a map. It's Stadium from Survival, so it really isn't any brand new map, but then again, most people don't play in Survival in general, so I mean, it's still kind of new for some people. I don't even know who really goes into Survival because it's not really the greatest game mode for getting coins anymore. It used to be, but now it's kind of pointless. There are several new things that were added into this update, but not really anything too major. I would like to try out the firecrackers at least. I'm not really getting the greatest gameplay with the Double Dragon. Doesn't look like the Double Dragon is the absolute greatest thing in the world, but let's test these firecrackers out, shall we? Can we actually take him out? No, we can't. Okay. False alarm. Thought I was going to be able to take the guy out, but guess that's not the case. And it looks like the Double Dragon really isn't that powerful of a weapon at all. So, not really sure how much I'm going to be using that in all honesty. But there seems to be a guy right here. Is he on my team? I'm not entirely sure. But, yeah, I mean, I don't really have much else I need to say about this update, guys. It is a really cool update aside from them removing maps. I think it's a great update. I'm really excited to review all of these weapons. And if you have watched this far, guys, then make sure to let me know down below in the comments which weapon you want to see me review next. Because I am all up to your guys' choices. Whatever you guys recommend the most, that is the weapon that I am going to be reviewing next. So, yeah, if you have any particular weapon in mind that you want me to review, I will do that. I can tell you this right now, I've already reviewed The Last Kiss, so if you want to check out my Last Kiss review, I'll link it down below in the description so you can see that. It was not that great of a review considering that was back in 2015. I was not a very good YouTuber back then, so just keep that in mind when you watch that video, but if you wanted to see some gameplay with that, then, yeah, I'm not really doing too well in this map, obviously, because I've not really played on my Android device in a very long time. I usually prefer to play on my iPhone, and, yeah, because of that, I'm not really getting the greatest gameplay in the world. I do want to switch over to the other melee weapon, the Romeo and Juliet, and I want to switch over to The Last Kiss just a little. Actually, I mean, I already showed you guys The Last Kiss in that review, so kind of unnecessarily, but, oh, this is very interesting. It doesn't look like it's that powerful, but that's a very interesting way to hold these melee weapons. I like that a lot. That's very cool. Really soft. Props to you for designing some very unique weapons. That's why I love Pixel Gun 3D so much. There are just so many unique weapons in this game, and it looks like they're pretty powerful, to say the least. But, yeah, that's pretty much it for this review, guys. I don't really have much else I need to say. I think you guys get the whole gist of this update. I'm really freaking excited for what's to come in this update. I'm going to take... Oh my god, my mythical pet is literally getting all of the points for me. I'm unequipping this so I can actually get some points without my pet interfering. But I'm really excited for this update, guys. This looks like one of the better updates in recent time. And yeah, I'm super excited to see what is going to happen in the near future. Just let me know down below in the comments, like I said, what you want me to review next. It's all up to you guys. Say you want to see the the primary weapon, whatever it's called, the Casanova reviewed first, I can easily do that. But maybe you want the Double Dragon reviewed. I'm missing all of my shots. Wow, I am very inaccurate, and I've ran out of ammo. Fantastic. That is such inaccuracy, it's actually ridiculous. But say you want to see the Double Dragon reviewed first, just let me know down below in the comments, and I will try to do that. Maybe you want this thing reviewed first. Actually, I'd not be very surprised if people want this reviewed the most, but it's all up to you. I apologize for the bad gameplay again in this video. When you don't play on your Android device for a long period of time and it's a completely different screen than your iPhone, it contributes to pretty bad gameplay. So I apologize for that, but best I can do. I don't really care. I really hope you guys just enjoyed seeing some of these new weapons, and I can promise some pretty awesome gameplay in all of these reviews in the very near future. I just want to try to get one kill with this thing. That's all I really want. Just one kill with this weapon. Whatever the heck this thing is called. I don't really remember the name of it. Can I just get one kill? Or a firecracker kill? You know what? Let's try to get this guy at range. No. Look at that. It's so cool. It, like, twirls around and stuff. I mean, that's just so unique. I've never seen that before. Oh, there we go. There's the kill we were looking for. It has a travel time, which might be a little difficult at times. Whoop, we're not trying to use that weapon. No, no, no. Come on, really soft. Don't have me use that weapon. But yeah, I don't really have much else I need to say, so if you guys did enjoy this video and you would like me to do some more videos on Pixel Gun 3D, then make sure to leave a like down below. It lets me know if you guys want to see more videos on this game, and make sure to comment down below any other suggestions you have for future videos. Now, I can safely say that probably my next couple of videos are going to be reviews, but after I do several reviews, then it's all up to you guys. I mean, I can do a random weapon gameplay. I want to do that Deadly Games video, like I said, so I can actually show you guys the new map, Stadium. It looks like it's a pretty cool map. It's a very small map, so I'm guessing it's been redesigned from the way it looks in Survival, and several other things. The Casanova looks like a very powerful primary weapon, probably one of the more powerful ones out there. Let's see. How well is this weapon? How much damage does it do to this guy? Not too much. It has a pretty decent amount of shots before you have to reload, but yeah, that's pretty much it. So thank you all for watching this far. If you guys have watched this far, let's have a random comment down below. Comment down below, new update tomorrow, okay? We're going to confuse everybody who didn't actually watch this far, and they're going to be like, wait, what? There's another new update coming out, and then you can, if somebody replies, then you can feel free to tell them. Just watch the video or whatever, but yeah, just comment that below, and people will actually watch until the very end, seeing all these awesome new things. So yeah, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next episode.